Hey guys, this is Coach Bill. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hope you don't mind if I have a sip of my coffee first before we get started. And let me get my clock started. I'm trying to keep you guys from, or actually from me, from taking up too much of your time. Anyway, guys, this is a training tip from Coach Bill. This is for those of you that are either my past clients or my present clients, or if you're a member of my Facebook group page. Every so often, I'm going to throw out some of these training tips that I have, and I'm going to do it I'll do it in a video form. And so today's topic, guys, it seems like I've been getting a few questions about what actually is when I'm talking. What is keto? Rooted in fat adaptation and rooted in ketone adapted. What does that really mean? Because what they were saying is they've heard me talk about this a few times. And what it means, guys, really is when you're rooted in fat adaptation, you've been following our program for a while, which means you're you're actually doing the fasting mimicking meals, which is known as the ketogenic meals, and you're incorporating it with intermittent fasting, and some of you might be doing some longer fastings once or twice a week or once or twice a month. Well, what happens when you do this, if you're doing it consistently and you do it for a long period of time, your body gets very acclimated to burning fat as its main source of fuel. And what I mean is when you're eating the fasting mimicking meals, you're actually burning the fat you are consuming, and you're also producing ketones at the same time, which puts you into a very healthy environment. Understand that our body was designed to burn fat as its primary energy force in the first place. It was never designed to burn carbs. And so what that means also is that the carbs that you're eating, either in your vegetables or if you're doing some low glycemic carbs, that is your secondary source of fuel. So basically, when you become rooted in fat adaptation and ketone adapted, you're basically a dual burner. So you're not only burning the fat either from the food you're eating, and if you're fasting, if you're doing intermittent fasting, you're also burning your own stored body fat, but you're also going to be burning whatever glucose is left stored up in your muscles or liver, or if you're eating on your higher calorie days and you're combining your good dietary fat with your glycemic low carbs or veggies. You're not just burning the fat alone, you're also burning up whatever carbs are converted into glucose. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking to become a dual burner. Now the next question is, how long does it take to do this? And that's a big question, because that all depends on you and how consistent you are with your fasting mimicking meals or the program or the fasting protocol that you're on. It all depends on the types of foods you're eating. If you're doing a true clean fasting mimicking meal and you're doing a true clean intermittent fasting along with it, when you're doing both of those and you're doing it consistently, then pretty much within 6, 8, maybe 12 months up to 16 months, you become officially rooted in fat adaptation, and then you become ketone adapted. Now, when you become ketone adapted, that means that even you could be fasting 72 hours, and if you check your ketones could be low. They could be 0.4 like mine are. They could be 0.6 like mine are. Or it could be 0.8 like mine are. That means your body is efficiently utilizing all the ketones you're producing when you haven't eaten anything for 72 hours and you're producing ketones from your liver, and 80% of those ketones are going to be used by the brain because the brain needs fuel, right? Exactly. So pretty much the bottom line is when you're rooted in fat adaptation, basically the outcome is your food is no longer your food is no longer your way of life. You don't look forward to eating food any longer. Let me give you a good example of what I mean. You know, Emma and I have been doing this for quite a few years now, so we are definitely in fat adaptation rooted, and we're also ketone adapted. We both are. And we celebrated our anniversary last Thursday at Catalina. Well, it happened to fall on a Thursday, so those of you that follow me know that our fasting protocol is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and mostly we do 23-1s. Once or twice every couple of months we'll do a 48 or a 42, but mostly we do a 23-1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Saturdays we'll do a 20-hour fast. But in the last month or two, I've been just on Saturday I've been running into 23 hours because I just feel better when I'm not eating food. That's where we're at now. But anyway, let's get back to meals no longer run our life. So on Thursday we made an all-day trip to Catalina, and I knew that I had the option to break my fast or not even do a fast on Thursday, maybe move it to Friday. But I had that option, so that flexibility where I could go ahead and, okay, it's my anniversary. We're going to Catalina. There's all kinds of pastry stores. There's all kinds of gourmet coffee and pastry stores and all kinds of restaurants. And that's just typically what people do when they go to Catalina, is they eat and play. But we haven't eaten breakfast for years, and normally our first meal is not until around 11 o'clock even on our higher fasting days or our higher calorie days. We may not eat until 11, and then we eat up to 6 or 7. So we try to do 6 hours of eating window. But Thursday happened to fall on a 23-1 fasting day. But I already had it in my mind that, it's our anniversary. If I feel like eating something or a pastry or a latte, I'll go ahead and eat it, because any calorie of any kind will break a true fast. And those of you that follow me know that the reason why we're doing the 23-1s 2 to 3 times a week is we want to get into that slowing premature aging down and increasing growth hormones to add lean muscle, that environment known as autophagy, and any calories will actually kick you out of autophagy. So if I'm going to fast, I'm going to do it right. I mean, I'm not going to have any calories, just my black coffee, my water, my sea salt, and at least a gallon of water that day. But anyway, so I decided when we get on the island, if I decide I wanted something, I can have it. I don't care. It's not going to affect me. It's not going to add any fat, anything. So get that out of your mind. One day of enjoying your life is not going to have any effect on your weight, adding more weight. But anyway, well, I got there. We got there about 10 o'clock, and you know what? The only craving I had was I wanted some black coffee. So we walked around for a while, and we found a gourmet coffee shop, and they made really good homemade pastries. But I decided that, you know what? I just want a black coffee. So I had it, and I was fine with that. But I had no cravings for any food at all. And even when I walked past restaurants that were cooking the food and smells, I had no cravings at all. The pastry shop that I went to, you had that fresh pastry smell. It did not activate ghrelin, the hormone that is known to increase your appetite. That hormone was not activated, even with the smell. And so I decided that, you know what? I'm not hungry. I've kept myself hydrated. I'm just going to go ahead and not eat. And besides, when I checked out the menus of some of the restaurants we went by, boy, they were super high. For two of us, you're probably looking at $70 just for a regular meal. So anyway, we had plenty of time, or plenty of things to do while we were on the island for all day to keep my mind occupied, even though I had no hunger waves. Well, the short term here thing is, I went ahead and did actually a 26-hour fast because I didn't break my fast until I got almost home. And I went by In-N-Out and had me a protein style double. That's it. And I was happy with that. I felt great. Like I said, when you know you are actually in rooted fat adaptation and you're ketone adapted, it's pretty clear. Food no longer runs your life. You're not actually looking forward for breakfast. You don't look forward for lunch. You don't look forward for dinner, but you know you have to eat, so you plan your meals. Sometimes we have to force ourselves to eat, just like when I was on Catalina, I did the 23-hour fast. Like I said, I didn't even have food thoughts in my brain, even though I was walking past all these pastry smells and all these restaurant smells. So that's how you guys know you're actually fat adaptation. Now, like I said, it all depends on you and how consistent you are with your program or your protocols will determine how long it takes. Each of us are individuals. Our bodies are different. So some of us it may take longer. Like me, it took me longer. I would be honest with you to say that it probably took me over a year. Emily much faster, probably 6 months, maybe less. But it will eventually, you'll get, if you keep consistent and do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years as a lifestyle, eventually you're going to become, you'll be where we are now, where food no longer runs our life. And actually, that's the reason why we're able to keep our body fat down so low for as many years as we have. So guys, I hope this training tip helped you guys, give you some advice, and be looking for the next one. So I'll have another one come up maybe in 3 or 4 days, not sure. Whenever a topic pops up, or whenever one of my clients or somebody from my group page has questions, and there's 2 or 3 people with the same questions, and that's probably when I'll do these training videos. Okay, guys. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and this is July 4th weekend, so enjoy your weekend. Have a great time. Bye.